Tonight, a look back at terror.
We got stuck in the water that was like above our heads.
Destruction.
Everything that you work for, and it just got washed away.
Terrible. Like I lost my life.
And hope in the Bayou City.
I'm very happy that I found him. This is my mom.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
I guess it'll be okay. God is with us.
Tonight we look back on the costliest tropical storm in U.S. history. We'll examine why floodwaters devastated Houston so quickly and introduce you to some Houstonians who are still struggling to rebuild their lives. What was to be the happiest weekend of their lives turned out to be a nightmare of separation and loss.
There was really nothing positive but each other.
And a 2-pound preemie clings to life as floodwaters shut down the Texas Medical Center.
We started ventilating the babies by hand in complete darkness.
And revisit with us the miraculous rescue caught on tape.
I want babies in this boat!
When our camera crew's boat became the only hope of a panicked family struggling to save themselves after a daring rescue went horribly wrong.
The little boy, they were screaming.
We'll see how the family is recovering now. A 200-year-old priceless instrument submerged in 18 feet of water. This Houston Symphony member's worst nightmare. We'll tell you how he turned the rubble into beautiful music. That's all tonight on Allison-Healing from the Storm.
I thought we had 3 months to prepare, and I was looking forward to start buying things for the baby, and we just didn't have time.
Jamila Jackson was 6 months pregnant when her blood pressure rose so high that doctors couldn't believe what their equipment was telling them. To save her, it was critical to deliver her baby immediately.
He was not ready to get out. He was too little, and he was very fragile. He was very small, very small.
Zachary was only 2 days old when he began to have lung problems, and doctors put him on a ventilator, a machine that would breathe for him.
After 3 weeks, Zachary was making large improvements with his ventilatory status and his lung status. The docs had talked to the parents and told them that Zachary's marked improvement would lead to him coming off the ventilator on Saturday.
When we left the hospital that Friday night, it was raining a bit, but just in no way did we feel like there was any danger or any reason to be concerned about the weather.
By 1 a.m., Allison had stalled over the Texas Medical Center area northward to downtown. With rainfall rates approaching 6 inches per hour, drainage systems were quickly overwhelmed. As the rains continued, floodwaters covered the transformers that powered Memorial Hermann Hospital, immediately activating the emergency backup system. But 2 hours later, the devices that control those generators were underwater too.
As soon as the power went out, it was black, blacker than black.
Hermann was one of 8 area hospitals incapacitated by floodwaters, without power, light, or any of the medical technology that helped patients survive.
These babies are very sick. Even a very temporary interruption in their ventilation could be traumatic for them. So we started ventilating the babies by hand in complete darkness.
Anything that was keeping the babies warm was not functioning. Anything that was keeping the babies alive with the ventilation was not functioning, and we had to take on that responsibility.
We were all ventilating each baby by hand, but at the same time, we would, with another hand, use our pen light to check the baby's color. So when my pen light went out, I ended up having to put my hand on the baby's back so that I could feel how much of a breath I was giving with my other hand on the ventilating device.
If they get too cold, the babies can also die from just being cold. And so we had to round up some heel warmers and put them against the babies so that they would stay warm.
We were placing the warm packs around them and covering them in more and more blankets, up to the point where you could just barely see their little faces through the blankets.
We were continuing to do the basic requirements that the infants needed: warmth, oxygen, and nutrition, but how long could we sustain it? And as the morning hours came, I knew that we needed to evacuate.